All right, what's up? Thank you for watching this video. I promise this will be worth your time. Yes, I'm driving, don't worry. I'm all hands-free, I'm looking at the road. This phone is mounted, don't you worry. So listen, really quickly, those of us that have studied success, like those of us that have studied really what it takes to achieve your dreams and live your dreams and be incredibly happy and successful and have everything that you want, those of us that have studied all that stuff, we've learned one very important thing. Of course, we've learned a ton of important things, but one thing we've all learned, and this is coming from other people that, you know, have taught us, that have learned it and lived it themselves, people who have what we want and have been where we are, those kind of people, those of us that have studied, we've learned one thing. And that one thing is feeling good and feeling better is the most important thing that you can do. And the better you feel, the more you will have, the more you'll be able to do, and the more you'll be. So, you know, those of us that know this, you know this. Those of you that don't know this, I'm very excited that you're watching this video because I'm going to share a very simple truth that I've realized and that I've learned in many of my friends and mentors and mastermind members and business mentors and colleagues. We've learned this, we've understood this. Feeling good is the most important thing, and feeling better is the most important thing because it affects everything that you do, that you be, that you think. It's your entire quality of life. Now, I'm going to explain why in 1 minute in very simple terms, because what I really believe, and Einstein said this, I really believe this. Einstein said, if you can't explain something simply, you shouldn't be explaining it. Love that quote, stuck with me for years, totally agree with it. So I'm going to do my best to simply explain why feeling good and feeling better is the best thing that you can do for yourself right now and forevermore. It's very simple. We are, as individuals, as humans, okay, as people, a person, what are we? What are we? We are a choir of cells, okay? You see a face, you see hair, you see a hand, you have an arm, you have two legs, you have a head, you have a torso, and all those things. But what we really are, when you break it down to the cellular and the microscopic level, is a choir of cells. We're a multitude of cells, individual, beep, 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 tiny little individual cells. And each of these cells, it's been proven, has its own frequency, its own consciousness, its own vibration, whatever you'd like to call it. And, wow, that's so funny, gas price $2.11. That's not real at all. It's not two, it's 1. It's probably $1.11. Anyway, all of these cells, all cumulatively together make up who we are. And it just kind of dawned on me as I was driving that all these cells put together, yes, we're a choir, all together, all singing a song. Frequency is sound. Frequency is movement of energy, right? That's a frequency. Same thing with a vibration. Radio frequency, it's a signal or an energy that it's getting emitted to the throughout the air. So no, you know, law of attraction stuff, no woo-woo-y, like, oh, metaphysical. No, just like a frequency is on the radio, and a frequency is energy that's vibrating at a speed. That's what a frequency is. Well, that's us. We're the same thing, okay? Thought gets transmitted, all right? Energy gets transmitted, feeling gets transmitted, and it all moves and comes back. Now, if you don't want to get into the whole vibration stuff, that's fine. If you don't want to get into the whole like resonating frequencies and are we machines, are we not machines, I'm not talking about any of that. In your body, we know this as fact, 50 to 60 trillion cells that make up our body. 50 to 60 trillion cells that make up our body. That's what our body's broken down to. You could break it down into multiple levels. You could break it down into different systems. You got the endocrine system, you got the skeletal system, the muscular system, you got the endorphins, you got all these different systems in the body, the circulatory system for your blood. And you could also break it down in terms of organs. We're a set of organs, this, that. No. Break it down at the most fundamental level. What are we? We are cells. We are a choir of cells, 50 to 60 trillion cells. Each of them vibrating at a different frequency, moving, communicating, whatever you want to call it, at a different frequency. How does this all pertain to feeling? Feeling, you could say, is touch, right? Touch is one sense, and that's one type of feeling. But also feeling is the connection of all of those cells. It is, you could call it the interwoven web of all those cells working together. So what feeling is all your cells. It's the cumulative choir, it's the cumulative song that your cells are singing. That's why feeling good is the most important thing, because everything you do is based on your feelings, right? Your physiology, how you feel, okay? In NLP, we learned that thoughts create feelings, feelings create actions, and actions create results. That's one way of looking at it. That's a Tony Robbins type of way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is, you know, when you're sitting down on the couch and you've been sitting there for several hours, how do you feel? You don't feel very good. But when you're up and exercising and out and about, even just standing, you know, going for a walk, going for a run, that feels amazing. That feels great. Exercise, physiology, how we feel. You feel better. Why? Shit's getting active. If you've ever been to the gym and you've had a great friggin' workout, you feel amazing after. Why? Because all of your body, all of your cells just got worked, exercised. They just got charged, vitalized, movement, right? So, feeling good, number one most important thing you can ever do. And why? We're a choir of cells, baby. Thanks for watching.